What's up, everyone? How's it going? Angel from Double MA here, and since yesterday we had the top 5 saddest moments, I decided to, equal out the energy in the universe and do top 5 coolest, most W moments of the year 2024 UFC. Before we get started, you guys already know we're close to 300 subscribers. If you guys want to help me out, I think we'll need like 3 more, not that much. Let's get it, and after that, let's get a 500 to 1,000, slowly but surely. But with that out the way, let's get started with this video. Coming in at number 5 most W spot, Tom Aspinall coming back, getting his get back against that knee injury fluke loss. I don't know if it's a loss or not. Should be a doctoral stoppage loss. I don't know, but the little stain on his record against Curtis Blades. Since the injury with Curtis Blade, he came back. I think he fought Marcin Tybura, knocked him out first round, as he does. Dominant fashion. Then I think he was looking for a Cyril Gane matchup. Cyril Gane was ducking. Then he gets a short notice call to fight, what's his name, Sergey Pavlovich, November, Madison Square Garden. John Jones got injured. You know the story. Comes back, knocks him out first round. Interim champ. And the big talk was him versus John, and we all know how that ended. But we wanted to keep him busy, so defend the interim champ against the man who already beat him, Curtis Blades. We're in England. It's time for the shine to begin. And they're in the combos, getting there. And then Tom lands a jab. He lands a jab, knocks Curtis Blades down, and finishes him right there, under a minute, like on the dot. He finishes him at a minute in the first round. Incredible. That is like a really good feel-good moment of the year. And then, of course, the post-fight interview. Hey, John, I think I'm just better than you. Man, dude, I really want to see that fight, dude. Like, I think Tom can beat him. I think it's everything he could need to win. But then, put the bullshit aside, John Jones is undefeated and stuff, so it'll just be fun to watch. But yeah, for me, him winning and then calling out John is the number 5 coolest moment of the year. Number 4, we got Dude Bronx rewriting history. The Dude Pete against Michael Chandler. Obviously, the first fight he whooped on Chandler, whooped him bad. There was really any reason for a rematch. Years go by. Charles arguably won against Arman Tsarukyan. He needed something to be busy. Gaethje was going to be out for a while. Poirier was maybe in the mix to fight him, but I think he was also taking a while off because of the injuries he had against Islam. And a certain guy was tired of waiting for Conor McGregor at last, and so they made the rematch. And he just whooped on him. And there was literally 1-to-1 recreations of their first fight of the sequences that they made. There was times we heard him and he was running along the fence just like in the first fight, and I thought Charles was gonna finish it there. He didn't, unfortunately, but he just beat down on Michael Chandler worse in the first fight, in my opinion. Absolute domination. The only time Michael Chandler had any success is cheating, but dominant. We love to see it. My boy Dude Bronx back with the win in the win column. And I guess he's going to get a rematch with Islam. We'll see. Number 3, UFC 300 as a whole, man. This card was insanely stacked, dude. It was just a feel-good moment all around. Went from the opening of Figgy submitting Cody Garbrandt to the ending of Poatan slumping Jamal Hill. Just an amazing time overall, and I was truly blessed to be there, man. Really happy. I think if you guys can watch this from start to end, why not? It should be a fun time. Just overly amazing. I love that event, bro. Probably the best event ever. Then in our number 2 spot, we have Brandon Moreno getting a win again. So since his loss to Pantoja, we haven't seen him. He was taking some time off, whatever. I don't know what was going on. And it's filmed to fight Amir Albazi in February. Then he got injured, so then steps in Brandon Royval, and Brandon Moreno gave us a rather disappointing and lackluster performance in that fight, in my opinion. I didn't really like it. It left a lot to be desired. I believe he was just spamming overhands, pretty much. It was very weird, very unrealistic, like unlike Brandon Moreno of the past. He was disappointed in himself, so he decided to take some time off and just chill for a little bit again, even though it wasn't that long of a layoff. It was like a typical layoff, I like to say. But came back against Amir Albazi and absolutely destroyed him from start to end. Hurt him early in the fight, kept hurting him here and there, styling on him, stuffing takedowns. Just vintage Brandon Moreno. And he had the new shorts. The shorts are incredible. They are my favorite custom shorts. The best that they released. I wish I could have them. But yeah, it just feels good, man. Especially after Noche UFC where we all got destroyed, man. This is what we needed as a community. Shout out. So yeah, I was happy to see that. W performance by Brandon Moreno brings smile to my eyes. And then the most W moment in my opinion was the rise of Ilir Latifi this year, bro. Yeah, I know these images might to some people should have been in the saddest moments of the year, but that's because y'all on that side of the pond. Over here, I've been a big fan of Ilir Latifi ever since he knocked out Jai Herbert. Been keeping my eye on him. Came back after that to fight Bryce Mitchell, brutalized him. Even though Bryce Mitchell did have some success, I give him credit, but he did get finished. And then Josh Emmett got absolutely battered. From there, I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna fight Ilya. He's gonna fight Volkanovski, and it's gonna be an insane fight. And it was. The first round was really competitive, very fun fight back and forth. Second round, though, the curtain falls. To quote Ilir Latifi, "Las luces se fueron en Australia." The lights went out in Australia. Incredible. Yeah, I feel bad for Volkanovski. And I low-key feel bad because he low-key getting disrespected because nobody wants to see him rematch Ilya. But if we keep it a buck, he's the one who deserves it above everyone else. No one else deserves a rematch but him. But he's getting thrown aside because everyone wants to see him fight like Diego Lopez, Mozar Evloev, Islam Makhachev, everyone. But anyways, then Max Holloway goes out there and has his performance against Justin Gaethje, and it just makes sense to make that fight. Volkanovski steps aside, and in his place, Max Holloway gets slumped. The whole lead up, I am going to be the first one to knock out the Max Holloway. Why? Because I am Ilir Latifi. And then, what the fuck is this? Who is Joe? I don't know who Joe is. I think it was a funny build-up, but basically he was like, I'm gonna be the first one to knock out Max Holloway. He wrote it in the stars, and it came true. Incredible. You guys, even if you guys are a big Max Holloway fan, and I think he's cool. I'm not the biggest fan, but I do like the guy. I did feel bad for him losing, but I felt a lot more hyped to see Ilya win. So yeah, for me, this is my pinnacle of the year, bro. I was happy to see both of these events. Both guys he got knocked out, they're cool guys, but somebody has to win, and the one I wanted to win won in devastating fashion, the way I like to see it. But that's gonna be it for the video, you guys. If you guys agree with my picks, let me know. If you disagree, also let me know. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace.